Hi, I'm Natalie and I'm starting my second year studying history at Cambridge.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte and I'm going into my second year studying history and economics at the University of Oxford.
So I chose this course because it provides so much freedom to study whichever areas of history you are interested in. Before I started my degree, I knew that I wasn't that interested in medieval history and instead wanted to focus on the early modern period, so I applied for courses that would give me the opportunity to specialise in that, and that's what the Cambridge course does. There is something for everyone within the Cambridge history degree. You can really tailor it to your interests, and that's what I found really enjoyable.
I think for me the main selling point of studying history at Oxford is really how many experts in the field we have working here. In so many different types of history, here at Oxford we have people leading the lectures and the tutorials that have written books and papers in the field, that have worked on the leading research in the field, or have been taught by leading researchers themselves. I think on a practical sense, that really allows you to get a deeper understanding of a lot of the research that's been done, as you can kind of question against and even have debates and arguments really with the people that have conducted the research themselves, which I think has really helped with my understanding of the subject.
So yes, because throughout year 12 I was planning on applying for a joint honours degree in history and politics, but after researching these courses I decided that I was more interested in the political aspects of history rather than the study of politics itself, so I applied for courses that would give me the opportunity to study the political side of history, which the Cambridge course did really well, and now I'm able to study exactly what I'm interested in.
Obviously I do study two different subjects, so there was a bit of conflict there, but I did at one point debate doing straight history and even not doing history at all. I think history is actually a really good subject if you are kind of conflicted between a few subjects, as it really encompasses so many different things. For example, in history you don't really ever do history in the sake of itself. You are considering, social history, economic history, political history, and even things like geographical history and the history of science and medicine. So I think really if you do know you like history but also have interest in other subjects, you probably will be able to do that through the history course here at Oxford.
And I think my favourite aspect of the Cambridge course is the supervision style of teaching. For history, this is often one student and an academic discussing a topic in detail, often something you've written an essay on the week before. And I learn a lot from these supervisions because I'm talking to an expert in that topic, which is really exciting. I can ask any questions I have, discuss my ideas, and get recommendations for further reading, and I usually find these sessions really enjoyable.
This kind of follows on from my previous answer to the question, but really the history course here at Oxford encompasses so many different fields and different time periods and areas, and I think that really makes the course so interesting. I have friends doing history from over 1,000 years ago, and I have friends doing history from the past 50 years. I have friends doing history all around, studying history in so many places around the world, not just focusing on Britain, for example, as I think a lot of people do at school. And I think that really keeps it interesting, as you don't just have to focus on one place in one time period, you can really take it anywhere you want to go.
So my advice would be to spend some time figuring out which areas of history particularly interest you. It's impossible to be an expert on the entirety of history, so instead I would recommend reading a few books from a few different periods and countries and finding out what you enjoy learning about and what you might like to study further. Good luck!
I firstly wouldn't stress about trying to get a grasp of all history in all different places in all time periods, because it's really not possible, and I don't think anyone at any point of their studying history really knows, because there's so much. I really would say something that is useful is kind of identifying one or two areas that you are particularly interested in and just reading more about that topic and having some views and opinions. I think that really helps, not necessarily for studying that specific topic, but for just practicing kind of reading around a topic you're interested in. Additionally, I also think it helps to kind of question the source materials you're looking at. So if you're ever reading a book and an author thinks a specific thing about an event in history, I would say really just question that and think, why might that be writing that and what is their purpose for writing it, as that's also a big aspect of studying history at Oxford. I think also things like that help you for applying for Oxford, particularly in interview and in the admissions test. Good luck!